watch how crazy perspective is. So, I'm 30 years old. I'm single.
Damn! I'm sorry.
I just spent the last year like running around trying to figure out stuff, and I'm back at home. My job is hard. All my friends are getting married and engaged, and I'm not. Life just every day feels the same somehow, sometimes. And sometimes I'm like, what the heck am I doing?
Oh, don't cry.
Or I am 30 years old, you guys, and I live at home because I just spent the last year traveling around and doing whatever I wanted, meeting so many people, having so much flexibility, and now I get to live at home and try and save to buy my own place and spend this quality time with my family that I'll never have again. And I haven't met my person yet, which is so cool because I still get to fall in love for the first time with someone new, and I will just love this person and they'll be so great for me because I've just chose not to settle, and that's so exciting. And my job is hard, but it's rewarding, and I'm so lucky to have like a remote job that's flexible and work with amazing people, and I believe in what we're doing. And I get to go to beautiful walks every day because I have a healthy body, and I have an amazing community where I live that I'm working really hard to build, and that's pretty cool, don't you think?
There's no excuse for her to have to be doing this.
Okay, yeah, you can package something in a positive light or a negative light, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. You're not really where you want to be at in your life right now, especially romantically, because you didn't settle. But it's just a cope. Okay, why haven't the guys who you wouldn't feel like you settled for locked you down by now?
It's quiet here. Like, it's quiet here.
Something is wrong with your picker, or something is wrong with your personality. Something is off. You're not an unattractive woman. So stop making TikToks and do the work, because lying to yourself isn't going to get you that soulmate you're looking for.
Well, you'll love this. So I once went on a first date with a guy, and after, he sent me a message being like, oh, I'd really love to see you again, yada, yada, yada. I wasn't really feeling it, so I responded with the, it was nice meeting you. I don't think this is the right fit for me, but I wish you well.
All right. You think you can do this to me? That's all right. That's all right.
And he then sent a screenshot of our chat with lol in all caps, and obviously I didn't respond. And then like 10 minutes later, I get a message that says, sorry, that was from my mom. And you know what? I didn't see him again, but there was a moment that I reconsidered it, because that is the best recovery to that mistake I can possibly imagine.
I don't know why I had expectations for that story to have a more fulfilling ending, but I just feel like I wasted my time. Time I could never get back. So I want to apologize, guys, that I made you look at that.
How the fuck do people date hot guys? Literally, I'm a serial ugly dater. Okay, and this is my first time going to the dark side, dating somebody who I'm like seriously attracted to, and I might just,
Ma'am, nothing is working out with either one. You ever notice that? Whether they're the hot guys or the ugly guys, look, you're not maintaining a relationship. And if I could just look at you and assume something about you, I would have assumed that. Maybe it's the shuffled hair. Maybe it's the bull ring in your nose, even though you're a human. Maybe it's the bull ring in your nose, or maybe it's the moon rock on your neck. I don't know what gave it away. Or the fact that you're even doing a TikTok, where you're clapping your hands in people's faces.
Dead giveaway. Dead giveaway.
Charles, thank you very much.
Dead giveaway.
So crazy when you really think about it is the amount of women that make such poor choices and expect the world, especially men, to accommodate the consequences of her poor choices. Men don't hate women. In fact, men love women. But men are fed up by those women who carry their past trauma and their failed relationships onto other men. And these women won't find any healing. They'll just find another man to unload their unresolved issues and all of their trauma onto them, while claiming that they're in a healing girl era. And when that grown man who is healed decides not to be her emotional punching bag, women react with outrage, as if they are entitled to imposing their negativity onto the men without accountability. Because these women have victimhood mindsets, they will oftentimes turn to the internet and cry, "Woe is me," as if all men are bad, instead of looking in the mirror and recognizing that they are perpetuating the same cycle by their unhealed trauma and ignoring the fact that they are part of the problem. But not only are they perpetuating the same cycle, but it gives them an excuse to never have to change ever and just change partners.
You ever wonder if these women are actually married, who are like male advocates? Or does it not matter? Yeah, I would say one thing that is a huge myth is the myth of a woman healing from her past trauma. It doesn't happen. And it's only going to get worse because she's aging. And she's going to be mad about that, on top of all her past trauma and baggage. So if a woman ever says, "I'm healed," yeah, just don't mess with her. Don't even ask about what she's healed from. Just go the other way.
Okay,